Hi everybody, I'm Gary Barlow, and today I'm presenting A Matter of Taste. And throughout the show you're going to see some of my favourite videos, and I'm going to start up with a video of a guy who got me first interested in music. This actual song was released in 1970, a year before I was born, but I came across it a few years later. It's called Your Song, and it's by Elton John. Enjoy. When I started getting interested in music, I discovered that I liked a lot of songs and a lot of productions by a guy called David Foster, and I had the pleasure of working with him on my album Open Road. He produced two songs for me, So Help Me Girl and I Fall So Deep, and I'd waited quite a few years to actually get the chance to go into one of his studios and do a session with him. And one of the favourite groups of mine that he produced was Chicago. And I think a lot of people would remember Chicago for If You Leave Me Now, but one of my favourite songs that they did is called Hard to Say I'm Sorry. And I'm going to play that video for you right now. And I have to confess, I've never seen this video before. I only love the song, so let's make our minds up about the video during this one. Here you go. A few of you might be saying, wow, they were singing the As Yet song there, Hard to Say I'm Sorry, but that was the original version there by Chicago. That was great. I quite like that video actually, it wasn't too bad at all. Let me take you back a few years now to a time when I was sat watching the TV, and all the groups around this period seemed to be playing keyboards, and this is what definitely made me want to go out and buy a keyboard. The group is Depeche Mode. The song is I Just Can't Get Enough, and this I'm sure will take you back way before Depeche Mode were a rock band, and they were an electronic group. So let's enjoy that now. Depeche Mode. Hi everybody, welcome back to A Matter of Taste. I'm Gary Barlow, and I'm going to be picking some of my favourite videos for you all today. Before this commercial break we played Depeche Mode, and I also want to reintroduce you to a band around that time. Mark Almond is a solo artist now, but the group he was in right then was called Soft Cell, and this was one of my favourite songs of 1984, and it's called Tainted Love. And this is probably one of the most awful videos I've ever seen, but the song is fantastic. So if you want to shut your eyes at this point and just listen, then you're very welcome to. That's what I'll be doing. Here we go. When rap music first come around, I was one of the many people, I'm sure, who hated it. It dominated the charts for 4 or 5 years, and I think destroyed pop music for that time. But pop music's back now, and so is rap. It's still around. People said it wouldn't last, but it actually has, and I have to confess that I actually do enjoy some of the rap artists around, and I'm going to play a video of a guy called Coolio right now. He's got a very interesting hairstyle, but I like this sound. I'm not usually a lover of rap music, but this one I do like, and it's also accompanied by a brilliant video, very lively, lots of people moving around, very clever footage. It's called Fantastic Voyage. Here he is, Coolio. There's a myth about people who sit at home in their bedrooms writing music for artists to just have hit records all over the world, and you never hear of these people. And actually the myth is a reality in this case, because the young lady who wrote the next song, the next video I'm going to play, is a lady called Diane Warren. And she literally does that. She just writes songs all week for some of the biggest artists in the world, and has enjoyed numerous #1 records. And I had the pleasure of working with her on a song called My Commitment, which is on my album Open Road. And I thoroughly enjoyed my time I spent with her. And she played me, on the way up to her house, a record she'd just written for Tony Braxton. And I never tire of listening to this song, or watching the video for that matter. And I think Tony Braxton's body in this video might have something to do with that, but I wasn't going to mention it. So enjoy with me now, Unbreak My Heart, Tony Braxton. There's one thing I used to hate from being in Take That, and that was the dancing. I hated it so much because I was so bad at it. And I think what always impressed people when we come out onto the stage was we'd just break into a routine and we'd all be doing the same moves, and it looks impressive. And I think that was a lot of the power of what Take That used to have. They visually did excellent shows, and I was always very proud of the shows we used to do. And really, I've not seen anything that's excited me in a way since what we used to do as much as the video I'm going to play next. I think they've been very clever the way they've done this video, and there's a lot of movement and choreographed moves around the song. It's by Daft Punk, and it's called Around the World. Now, I think this is really entertaining, this video, because really the song has not many words in it, so this is again an example of a video that really enhances the record. It's called Around the World. Enjoy it. After leaving Take That on the 5th of April 1996, I was very apprehensive about taking on a solo career. And I'm glad I did it so much, because I didn't really know whether there was going to be anybody out there who still wanted to hear from me. And I've been very flattered that there has been a lot of interest. And I've had a great couple of years. It's been really good fun. I've made an album and I've done some videos and I've been on promotion. And next year it's going to be great because I'm actually going on tour. So please come and watch me, and it's going to be cool. I'm sort of already getting nervous for it because it's the only thing I've not done now without the guys. So I'm very much looking forward to going on tour. And I've noticed through the last year or so that a lot of people have been comparing me to a guy called George Michael. I don't know why that is. Probably because he come from a young band and he became a solo artist. But I mean, it pains me to hear George compared to me because I love him so much, and I've always followed his career right from the Wham days when I was a teenager. And this was actually his first solo record. It's called Careless Whisper, and it's definitely come with my favourite videos today for you. I'm going to move up to date just a little bit now. There's a group called the Pet Shop Boys, and when they first had a hit called West End Girls, I thought they were fabulous. And they really continued the electro sound that Depeche Mode and Soft Cell had already started. And I've followed their albums through It to Sin and things like that. And then one day, when I first got cable installed, I started watching videos. And I actually started to realise how important videos are to records. And what always videos say to me is that they should never distract you from the record. They should make the record sound even better. And this video does it for me. It's by a famous photographer who turned his hand to video shooting for a couple of days, called Bruce Weber. And he's made a brilliant black and white reportage-y sort of job of this video in the world, and not particularly the groups who are just huge for 2 years and you don't hear of them again. There's groups all over our industry that have very consistent careers, and the group whose video we're going to play next is a group called Eternal, and they've been around for a long time. There used to be 4 members, now there's 3. And I think that this record did it for me. I was completely sold when I heard this. They teamed up with a guy called B.B. Wyman, and they come out with this brilliant song, I Want to Be the Only One. So here it is. This is great. I'm going to play one of my own videos right now. Am I allowed to do that? I am. Okay, fine. I'm going to play one of my own videos. I must admit, I'm not a lover of making videos. What you're going to see in the next 3.5 minutes takes approximately 2 days to shoot, 36 hours worth of filming. And I find it really, really boring. I'm quite a busy person. I like to be doing things all day. And on videos, it's sort of hurry up and wait. That's the sort of saying on a video shoot. But this was actually pretty fun to make, this one. I think because everything went wrong, but I actually got the chance after all this time to come face to face with my fans again on this video, because it's been a couple of years since I've been out live on stage, so really no one has seen that much of me. So we decided we were going to do a very performance-based video.